This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2002 Dodge Ram 2500. It is a 5.9 liter Cummins turbo diesel four-wheel drive. It's an Laramie SLT. It's a quad cab, which is in this version is a four-door extra cab. It has 134,000 miles. We purchased directly from an insurance company in Denver. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video which explains and describes why you can have, or how actually you can have a salvage title vehicle that's not wrecked or burned or flooded or damaged. Anyway, that's what this is. This is salvage due to theft. Let me walk around. I'll tell you what's going on, right and wrong. First of all, this kind of belonged clearly to a crazy person. We took he had a blanket, like some sort of a weird thermal blanket around the motor that I guess took the place of what would be a block heater. I guess it would hold the heat in for the motor. We took that off because we knew that everyone's going to want to see the motor and it would look really funny with this big insulated thing on it. He also has the insulation under the hood, which we'll show you. We kept that on because you can still see the motor. And we had to take off that motor deal because it, in our opinion, it looked hideous, and it hid too much. We wanted you to be able to see what was going on. Did some weird stuff, like put these trim pieces these were chrome trim pieces around the wheel wells, and he painted them white. I mean, if I were buying this thing, I'd go to Pep Boys and buy 4 more of those in chrome and put them on and get these ridiculous painted things off for $45. I'd also buy a new tailgate, and you'll see why in a minute. Get one of those louver tailgates from Auto Parts Warehouse for $169, and basically you spend like $200 and they'll make the truck look a lot better. It's not a beauty queen by any means. This was a chrome grill, and he painted the grill. I mean, I'm not really sure who does that, but he did. So, you know, it's just a bizarre setup. Now, he also put Edge programmer on it, and it runs great. You know, so he did stuff like that, like take the 2500 off and put just the Cummins turbo diesel emblem. Some people have their ways. Anyhow, the tires look like they need to be replaced really soon. Probably 20% tread. As you can see, here's a painted. Yeah, so, you know, the rest of the truck's no beauty queen ever, but you could definitely. There's a ding right here that was touched up, but you could make it look 97% better with new chrome wheel moldings and a louver tailgate. Exhaust. This tailgate looks like it's been painted with I don't know. I don't know if this was just something they had at the insurance yard when they brought it in, but I mean, aside from the fact that it works, it's really ugly. I was within seconds of just axing that thing and getting a louver tailgate, and then I thought, someone might want it. Obviously, you've got a tow package. Dent right there. You're not buying this thing for the looks. Back here, I mean, you could walk around with this thing. I mean, $200 makes it look a lot better. $500 gets you a rear bumper, gets you the trim on the fenders, gets you a grill, and gets you a tailgate. But it's still gonna have dings and nicks here and there, so I don't know. If I were doing it, I would just buy a set of tires and call it a day. You can see it does have a lift. I'd say that that's a 6-inch lift. Ding here, ding here. Biggest one is on this door right here. That looks like you could get a dent buster, though. It didn't break the paint, so you could probably just pop that out if you wanted to. I don't know. I picture the guy buying this to be a guy who construction or hunter or something, and just wants something that runs really good, and you know, all he's going to do is buy some tires for it. Anyway, there's your original fenders. You can tell that they've never been off. The screws are all the same and not marred up. There's the there's the insulation he had on the. This is what was kind of not in that color, but like a flat gray. Was wrapped. It had a cover that went over the motor, over the turbo. It was just crazy. You know, we had to take that off so you guys could see it. I knew that I'd get buried with questions about you know, what we're hiding and what's underneath there and everything else. Anyway, that's the first for me. The old blanket on the motor thing. And I'm sure that East Coasters watching this video are probably laughing at me saying, well, that's not a first for us, but I'll tell you, to me that's kind of weird. I mean, I would just buy a block heater, plug it in maybe. There's your roof. Nothing to report there. Back seat looks brand new. The only thing that's unfortunate is for some reason somebody had a nervous habit in the front seat of poking holes. You'll see. It's annoying. So, look at the stuff he did. He put this custom wrap adhesive stuff on the door handle. It's weird. There's your seat. Driver's seat looks great. Alright, let me crawl in here real quick. Wait to start. Anyway, here, see these little, it's like you took a knife and just was like nervous or something and kept poking it. That's just weird. I think the guy who owned this, and somebody's written on the top of this thing. I don't know if that'll come out. I didn't want to use any really heavy solvents. I didn't want to discolor this, but you're welcome to. It's your vehicle. You got this crazy controller. You got a CD player there behind your deck. Let me see if I get it in the shade here a little bit better so you can see a little bit better with the sun right in your face. I'll tell you one thing, the air conditioning blows good. There you go. That might be a little better. It's a Pioneer P47DH, whatever that means. Alright, let's see, let's go back to, let's turn the air down a little bit. Park. Let's see. Where's the miles? There's the miles. 134,717. Alright. Let's see. We got cruise. There's the cruise on and off. God, the sun is killing me. There's cruise on and off. We have overdrive right here. There's overdrive on and off. That's tilt. Let's see, tilt right here. The handle's gone from the tilt. Sure, we'll see if we can find one for it. It's got some gauges up here. You got a temp gauge and a boost gauge right here. This is nothing. It's got a little tweeter here for the stereo. Let's see if we have anything up here. This guy is non-functional, which is about, well, there it is. I guess you just had to know how to work it. That's pretty rare that they ever work. So I would assume that that's not going to work, like the day you get it, because these things never work forever. So the fact that it does work tells you the guy was probably pretty crazy. Let me put it in neutral. Let's go to Fort Low. That was easy. And there's the four-wheel drive light there. Yep, that's for low. Put it in reverse. Yep, four-wheel drive and low works fine. Let's put it in neutral. Let's put it, let's see, all the way back. Now we're in 4 high. There's 4 high, put it in drive. Just drive, that's fine. Reverse, perfect. Good neutral, and let's go back to two-wheel drive. There we go. Alright, let me get a seatbelt on here. Light's not liking it too much. There we go. Alright. Because this is being sold on a salvage title, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, we have to take it to motor vehicles, to the police, the gun-carrying police, to have it inspected. That means that you pay us $200. We take it to motor vehicles at about 6 in the morning, and we're required to stay with it all day. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's literally until 5 o'clock, which is why we charge what we charge. Let's see, what else you need to know. So it's $200 to restore the title, $250 dock fee, and it's taxes. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson, and let's see, whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is like Alaska or Oregon, which is 0%, then all you're going to pay is 2% tax, $250 dock fee, and a $200 to restore the title. If you're out of state and you pay by wire and you ship it, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price. No tax, no dock fee. The only thing you'll have to consider is whether or not you want us to restore the title for you. If you don't want us to restore the title for you and you want to do it in your state, please know that all you're going to get is the truck itself. You're going to get a Arizona salvage title and a bill of sale. So before you make that decision, call your local motor vehicles or an expert on it in your city, and make sure that that's good enough for them, because there's no other documentation we can give you. And once it's 3 or 4 states away, that's a long way away to ship it back here to get it checked. So just make sure. Let's see, what else you need to know. Please get a deposit in. No deposit, no deal. We've had people who are making offers, and then they wait 5 or 6 hours to put a deposit in. By the time they put the deposit in, somebody else has already either put a deposit in themselves or paid for the vehicle in full. And then they're upset. Why didn't we hold the car? Well, I guess if we were Bank of America, we could run like that, but we don't have enough money to hold vehicles for people without money on them. I'm gonna go from 0 here and let you watch it shift and run here. Okay, first of all, the tires just broke loose. That's pretty cool. This is really cool. What a cool truck. Anyway, it runs great. The steering is a little bit, the power steering is unbelievable. Like, it's but it's a little floaty. I know we put bushings in, but it's got a little bit of play in it. So at some point you're going to need to put some control arms or something. It's not. You could drive it across the country like this, but it's your typical 10-year-old truck. So just know that that's a fact. Okay, and that is all. Please get your bids in and get your deposit in. Have a great week, great weekend. Thank you.